Hello guys. Today we'll be taking a look at Crackdown 3 for the Xbox One. That's the front, the back, and it did not come with anything. So yeah, I remember see, just to bring. Always make it right. So, uh, so I played the first two quite a while ago on the 360, and I liked both of them. I thought the first one was a solid put together thing. The second one I thought was good too, but it felt a bit indie. It didn't feel as polished. I don't know, I've heard mixed things about this one, so let's talk about it here. It was released in 2019. It's rated M for mature. It has a 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb with about 200-ish user votes. On the Wikipedia reception page, Metacritic gave the PC version 54 out of 100 and the Xbox One version 60 out of 100. Destructoid gave it 6 out of 10, EGM 7 out of 10, Game Informer 6 out of 10, Game Revolution gave it 3 out of 5 stars, IGN gave it 5 out of 10, and Giant Bomb gave it 2 out of 5 stars. IGN noted the lack of innovation, stating Crackdown 3 delivers on what made the original an enjoyable game, but never much more. Destructoid was also disappointed with the evolution of the series and wrote, Crackdown 3 is a good Crackdown game, which unfortunately doesn't mean much anymore. Modern game design has surpassed the Crackdown medal by leaps and bounds. It was also written that it's a blast when you just feel like zoning out, hunting orbs, jumping across rooftops, and blowing up bad guys, but they close by saying it's good, solid fun, but it's not going to completely revolutionize the industry. PC Gamer wrote, Crackdown 3 comes along 12 years after Crackdown, but without the 12 years worth of new ideas to share, and finished by saying, it's an okay game that could have been exciting a decade ago. The Verge referred to Crackdown 3 as the Netflix original of games by saying, you know when there's a show you really like, but then it dips in quality and eventually gets canceled, and the creators say they want to make a new season someday or maybe a remake, but it's stuck in production hell for several years, and Netflix, whoever sinks a bunch of money into it and eventually gets released, and it's not quite as good as you remember the original, but still pretty entertaining. And hey, you're paying for Netflix anyway, so you're not going to complain about getting it for free. That's Crackdown 3. It is a video game. It is video game as Netflix original. Wow. That's it for that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and it's interesting because this is one of the very few Xbox One exclusives that Microsoft focused on that was original for them. They originally made the Crackdown games, as far as I'm concerned. That's pretty much where it came from, and so this is a pretty big deal for them. So this game kind of comes with two things here. It comes with the campaign stuff in the Wrecking Zone. We're going to look at the campaign stuff here. Wrecking Zone we might look into, but I'm not quite sure. So you have different Jackson, Zaya, 4G, DeSosa, Roots, Chapman. I'm going to go with Jackson. Let's do Agent.
Like her today. What do you remember?
New York, Moscow, Seoul. A whole new group of cities just got hit. It's chaos. And the intel we've got is shaky at best. These are dark days, Commander.
Don't worry, sir. We're here to light shit up. Skills!
Skills for kills!
That never gets old.
Listen up! Our target is New Providence. Now, she may look pretty, but this city is full of corporate gangsters, psychopaths,
team. They didn't make it. The assholes that did this to you, we can make them hurt. Pay them back for what they did, but first I need to know. Can I trust you?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, wow.
You got pretty cooked in the crash, but I recovered some agency intel, combined it with my own. Here's what you need to know. The blackout attacks. Hundreds of cities got hit. Power grids, communications, it all went down. Things got real bad real quick. People were desperate. They left their homes, their lives. Millions of refugees, all looking for a little light in the darkness. And I was one of them. Enakshi Swift. But most people call me Echo. We spent weeks on the water, low on food, hope. But then, Terra Nova rescued us and brought us here to New Providence, an island nation founded by Elizabeth Niemand, Terra Nova's CEO. At first, I thought this place was paradise, but the deeper I looked at Niemand and the rest of her team, they're not what they seem. And I bet you thought the same, right before your team got shot out of the sky. Now, it's just you, me, and a city filled with survivors from the blackout zones. We can help them rise up, Agent. Rise up and knock Terra Nova down.
Interesting. The Crackdown games, they always come up with interesting stories to get into, and I love that they're kind of like, they're GTA games only, it's from the police cop perspective, so I always like these games. I think what really happened with those games is that they kind of, I don't know if they went open world enough. I mean, I haven't played the first two to a super high degree, so I can't really say for sure how true that statement is. But I think that's kind of the biggest thing. What happened with the series is that it just, so far I'm liking this. I really like the story here, and I'm really, and these games always had great art style.
I'm not an expert with agency tech. I got the regen process working, but it reset all your skills. You'll have to level back up. This was the safest place for me to rebuild you. But no place is really safe in New Providence. So I got you this. A welcome gift from the civilian militia. Don't forget your firepower. Open the weapons crate. Its runoff drains are not pretty, but it was the best place to hide from Terra Nova search crews. Those glowing green orbs? There's some kind of agency training hologram. Grab them to boost your agility skill.
I remember this. This was in like...
Another Terra Nova rescue operation. They've been airlifting refugees for weeks.
Welcome, citizens of the world. Welcome to New Providence. Terra Nova was born from a dream, a vision of brighter tomorrows, a vision powered by human potential. Together, we will forge a bold...
We need to shut down the propaganda they're feeding the refugees, and the force fields they use to contain them in the Outlands. Best way to do that? Take out the nearby power station. This is the place, Agent. Watch out for the guards. Climb to the top and shut this mother down.
Welcome, citizens of the world. Welcome to New Providence. Terra Nova was born from a dream, a vision of brighter tomorrows, a vision powered by human potential. Together, we will forge a bold new future. Together, we are Terra Nova.
I've tapped Nova Communications, spying on them for a change. I'm happy to report those guards didn't get a chance to call in. We're still off the radar. Huh. It looks like your suit just updated. I'm seeing new jump boosters unlocked and active. All right, you're up there. Be sure and take out all the generators.
Welcome, citizens of the world. Welcome to New Providence. Terra Nova was born from a dream, a vision of brighter tomorrows, a vision powered by human potential. Together, we will forge a bold new future.
Shoot those generators, or pop them out of their sockets.
Welcome, citizens of the world. Welcome. Terra Nova was born.
There we go. Ah, little.
Berg is our first target. If all goes well, he won't be our last. His official title is Manpower Lieutenant, a fancy term for bastard who preys on the helpless. And he gets away with it because he's got the keys to the city. I marked your crime map with that power station you took down, but Berg has already tapped into a set of backup generators. His main gateway is still locked down. If we're going to get you and the refugees into the city, we've got to take that backup station out. Now that Terra Nova knows you're here, they'll be increasing their defenses. Stay alert.
Citizens of the Outlands, remember, you are practically here. You will face repercussions.
The bridge is open. Let's keep moving. Heading over that bridge is the best way to get us into the city.
Those refugees maintain order and obey the rules. Overcome citizens of new province.
I've seen too many Nova thugs use those guns on the people. Let's see how they like being in your sights. Coming up on an old Nova supply point. Get close, and I'll see if I can reactivate it for you. All right, supply point is yours. Check it out. Looks like Any weapons and equipment you find are automatically added to your inventory. You can access your inventory from supply points.
Is here to help you. Have you forgotten? Follow the rules and be rewarded. Fail to obey, and there will be consequences.
Won't be able to get through until the power's out. See if you can find the generators. All right. You found a fragmentation grenade? Looks like pretty standard explosives then. That did it. I've tapped into Berg's gateway systems, and he's vulnerable. Now we know where he is. All that's left is taking him out.
I'll
Robot. These machines are relentless. No pity, no remorse, no fear.
Attention! The gateway is closed. Until I say otherwise, the city is...
Here we go. Berg is printing reinforcements. As long as he lives, we'll keep coming for you.
The gate! It's closed! The city belongs to Terranova, and the gate stays closed to agency assholes.
How do you do that? Berg just teleported. Get after him, Agent.
For this gate, out you here, and I get to make an example of all of this. Number person. I am going to enjoy watching you die. Enough! Train time is over! Box supply.
Shit.
Damn.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it good here. Because of the last episode I went over long, I want to keep myself from getting too invested. But yeah, that was Crackdown 3 for the Xbox One. It's pretty solid so far. I can see the repetition a little bit, especially the first game. Because the first game you had missions too, you have to get guys after. I think what I like about this one though, a little bit over 3, is one. I think it has look and style done. I will say I do believe this is better than Crackdown 2. Crackdown 2 just kind of felt a little rough in terms of like it just didn't feel like it felt a little rough. Like I was playing and it was fun and stuff, but it kind of had the aimlessness that you would feel in like indie games, not from a studio like that. I feel like this one's more on par of what to expect from them. And what I love about these Crackdown games, they remind me of movies like RoboCop and them. This kind of semi-futuristic city with like law enforcement cracking down on criminals by any means necessary kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of that. I feel like there is potential for this getting bigger. I just think that it needs more. It needs kind of more of the GTA treatment, where we get a big open world to go with it. But as is, I really like this game. I like its aesthetics and style, and I love like the ideas and things in it. But I will admit, I think the critics are a little right though, because I feel like it is a little repetitious to the first one. Because I remember playing the first one a little bit, and there are some vibes there. But I think this one, I think what I like about this one though is I feel like this one does a little bit of a better job of helping you kind of guide you through the campaign. But yeah, I thought about doing like the online like multiplayer other version of it, but I think I'll save that for another video if there's a request for it. I feel like because I have heard that the online in this game wasn't very impressive, so I think I'll just kind of save that for another video if there is an interest in it, either from other people or if I just decide I'll do it myself if I get interested. But I think I've seen enough to say that this is a pretty solid game. It is on Game Pass, so you could probably get it for free as well. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case you want to chat with me, Mike, or anyone else at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a discussion tab in our channel as well. You can access that through a PC or laptop computer. We also just got a Patreon page which is very new. It doesn't have anything there yet, but there is going to be stuff in there soon. So feel free to check it out. Check it out anytime you wish. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.